Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's TPM5 here, back again with another NBA video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Sacramento Kings, previewing their offseason, talk about some trades, talk about some draft prospects they might go after, and then look at their salary cap situation and what the future could look like for them. Without further ado, let's get started. This season was meant to be a season of promise for the Sacramento Kings. Every year it's built up to them. This might be the year they break the drought, but sadly for the Kings, it didn't happen. They started the year 2-0, beating the Nuggets and the Phoenix Suns. However, after that, it was much of the same over the last few years, as we've come to expect from them, and they ended up finishing with a 31-41 record, which is relatively, representative of how the year was. I think that the Sacramento Kings are brave to keep Luke Walton. I'm not sure if that's the right choice. Kings fans, tell me in the comments what you think about Coach Luke, because I've sort of watched him a bit with the Lakers and I wasn't really too convinced. Anyways, guys, just a quick break. Please like and subscribe. I make NBA content on this channel, and while you're down there, please like. It would help me out a lot and I'd appreciate it, and I'll update you when the videos come out. Now, as you guys can see, it's a salary cap table for the Kings. I'm going to keep this up for another 15 seconds, so feel free to pause the video. So immediately when you look at this, the couple things that stand out is the long-term deals of Buddy Hield and also De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is signed long-term, that's great. He had a brilliant year, averaging 25 points and 7 assists. He was a great player, really good development, and he was on a tear there for a bit during the season. But then you look at Buddy Hield, and he's making 22 million next year after making 24 million this year, which is a lot. But he's with the team until 2024, and there have been some rumors regarding him and some trades, so I'll touch on them after. And then you have Harrison Barnes, who's there until 2023. Halliburton was a great pickup in the draft as well, I believe with pick 12, I think, late in the lottery. He's on the Kings until 2024 with two team options that they can enact. But besides that, you have Maurice Harkless, Hassan Whiteside, Terrence Davis, and Rashawn Holmes coming off of the book, and DeLon Wright, Marvin Bagley will be coming back as well. The other guys at the end of the bench are on non-guaranteed deals, such as Justin James, Chasey Maytu, and Damian Jones. So let's look at some Buddy Hield trades. I'm just going to speak through them. Just at this moment, Kings fans, comment what you think of Buddy, if you guys want to keep him, and what some potential trades could be. But the market for him will be pretty good, considering the fact that he's in his prime, or you'd want him to be there, as he's 28. He was drafted rather late out of Oklahoma. Over the last 3 years, he's averaging 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, shooting a very well above average 40% from 3. And the Kings could look to dump him off somewhere like Toronto, so you can get Rodney Hood and Chris Boucher in return, so you get a promising center to fill a hole that is there, and Rodney Hood, who could be something of a role player in the future. Or you can go somewhere like the Lakers and get Kyle Kuzma, who has showed potential when he has a consistent role, looking before the LeBron and Anthony Davis days, and even in that first year where they didn't make the playoffs and they finished with a record of 37-45, he was still very good, averaging 19 points on rather admittedly not good shooting. Now I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball in here, and this is obviously, I would say, the best case scenario for the Kings in a trade. Ben Simmons obviously fell in the playoffs. I don't really say much. He didn't really play too well. But you can make a trade like, Buddy Hield, Marvin Bagley. And if that isn't enough, you can chuck in pick 10 and also take Philly's later on pick, so they jump up a few spots. And then, they get some young assets. And also Buddy, who can shoot at the 2-guard spot. They're obviously going to need to, address some defensive issues that they would have by losing Ben. But that would be good for the Kings to add that. And I think that would make the Kings a playoffs team if they add Ben to already De'Aaron Fox, and also retaining Tyrese Halliburton and giving him more of a role. Now, I mentioned Marvin Bagley just then, and obviously coming out of the draft, in 2018, he was compared to the guys like Kevin Durant, as elite scorers. He hasn't really had a consistent run at it. He's been injured fairly often, and his for his career is averaging 25.5 minutes, which is important. 14.5 points, 50% from the field, and 7.5 rebounds. So if you put it up to per 36, they are kind of what you would be expecting from him. But obviously he has to stay healthy on the court, and that's the key thing. I think that if he can hit his straps and develop, it'll be a key part for the team. And I think that if Buddy goes, I think there was some drama between them. I'm not too sure. Kings fans, again, you guys obviously know more about the team than I do, but just was there any drama between those guys? Just tell me in the comments. Because if one of them goes, there's less pressure. I think it was the parents arguing. There's less pressure in that regard. But he needs to stay healthy and probably play over 30 minutes a night, and he can probably break 20 points per game. And he's been relatively efficient throughout his career. They'll be picking at pick 9, so promising Scotty Barnes, Davion Mitchell, and Jalen Johnson will be available. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and most importantly subscribe. Also comment as well, and I'll see you in the next video.